Hello friends, in this session we have studied the concept of the game playing techniques. It is an important domain of artificial intelligence. Games does not require much knowledge. The only knowledge we need to provide is the rules, legal moves and the coordination of winning or losing the game. In the game playing, both players tries to win the game. So both of them try to make the best move possible at each turns. Searching techniques like BFS or we can say breadth first search are not accurate for these as the branching factor is very high. So searching will take a lots of time in BFS. So we need another search procedure that improves generate procedure so that only good moves are generated. Teach procedure so that the best move can be explored first. So with this concept, we start our topic is gameplay. So now I start with what is adversarial search or gameplay. Adversarial search is a search where we examine the problem which arises when we try to plan ahead of the world and another agents are playing against us. In previous topics, or we can say a searching technique, we have studied the search strategies, which are only associated with a single agent. It aims to find the solution, which often expressed in the form of the sequence of the actions. But there might be some situation where more than one agent is searching for the solution in the some space, and this situation usually occurs in gameplay. The environment with more than one agent is termed as multi-agent environments in which each agent is an opponent of the other agent and playing against each other. Each agent needs to consider the action of another agent and efforts of that action on their performance. So, search is search in which two or more players with conflicting goals are trying to explore the same search space for this solution are called adversarial search or we can say game playing. So this is often known as the games. Games are module as a search problem and heuristic evaluation function. And these are the two main factors which help to model and solve game in artificial intelligence. So now I explain types of game in artificial intelligence. So first is perfect informations. In this, a game with the perfect information is that in which agent can look into the complete board. Agents have all the information about the game and they can see each other moves also. Examples are chess, checkers, go, etc. Now, second one is imperfect information. If in a game agent do not have all the information about the game and not aware with what's going on, such types of games are called the games with imperfect information, such as tic-tac-toe, battleship, blind, bridge, etc. Now, next is deterministic games. In deterministic games are those games which follow a strict pattern and set of rules of the games, and there is no randomize associated with them. Examples are chess, checkers, go, tic-tac-toe, etc. Now, next one is non-deterministic games. In non-deterministics are those games which have various unpredictable events and has a factor of chance or luck. This factor of chance or luck is introduced by either dice or cars. These are random and each action response is not fixed. Such games are also called as stochastics game. Examples are backgammon, monopoly, poker, etc. Next one is zero-sum games. In zero-sum games are adversarial search, which involves pure competitions. In zero-sum games, each agent's gain or loss of utility is exactly balanced by the losses or gain of the utility of another agent. One player of the game tries to maximize one single value, which other player tries to minimize it. Each move by one player in the game is called as play. Chess and tic-tac are example of a zero-sum game. Now, next one is zero-sum game, or we can say embedded thinking. The zero-sum game involved embedded thinking in which one agent or player is trying to figure out what to do, how to decide the move, needs to think about his opponents as well, or we can say the opponents also thinks what to do. In this, each of the player is trying to find out the response of his opponents to their actions. This requires embedded thinking or backward reasoning to solve the game problem in AI. Now, I explain formalisms of the problem. A game can be defined as a type of search in artificial intelligence, which can be formalized of the following elements. So, first element is initial state. So, it specifies how the game is set up at the start level. Next is players. So, in the players, it specifies which player has moved in the state space. Next is actions. It returns the set of legal move in the state space. Next one is results. So, result is, it is the transition model which specifies the result of moves in the state space. So, next one is terminal test. In terminal test is true if the game is over, else it is false at any case. The states where the game ends is called terminal states. Next is utilities. A utility function gives the final numerical value of the game that ends in terminal states as for players B. It is also called P of function. For chess, the outcome are win, loss or draw, and its P of values are +1, 0 or half, or we can say 1/2. And for tic-tac-toe, utility values are +1, -1 and 0. Now, I explain game tree. A game tree is a tree where nodes of the tree are the game state and edges of the tree are the moves by the players. Game tree involves initial states, action functions, and result functions. Now, I explain the example of tic-tac-toe game tree. Now, the figure is showing a part of the game tree for tic-tac-toe game. Now, we can see some key points of the games, like there are two players, max and min, which we have shown in the figure. Player have an alternate turn and start with max. Max maximize the result of the game tree and minimize the result of the game tree. Now, with the help of this figure, I explained it. So, from the initial state, Max has 9 possible moves as he start first. So, here the 9 possible moves for the Max. Max plays X and Min plays 0. And both players plays alternatively until we reach the leaf node, where one player has 3 in a row or all square are filled. It is a one type of condition, like one player has 3 in a row or all square are filled. Now both players will compute each node min-max, the min-max value, which is the best achievable utility against an optimal adversary. Suppose both the players are well aware of the tic-tac-toe and playing the best play. Each player is doing his best to prove another one from the winning. Min is action against max in the game. So in the game tree, we have a layer of max, a layer of min, and each layer is called as play. Max plays X, then min puts 0 to prevent Max from winning, and these games continue until the terminal nodes. In this, either min wins or Max wins, or it's a draw. This game tree is the whole search space of the possibilities that min and max are playing tic-tac-toe and taking turns alternatively. So I hope you can understand the game tree of the tic-tac-toe. Now I explain game search for the min-max procedure work. So it aims to find the optimal strategy for max to win the game. It followed the approach of depth first search. In the game tree, optimal leaf node would appear at any depth of the tree. Propagates the min-max value up to the tree until the terminal node discovered. So, in a given game tree, the optimal strategy can be determined from the min-max value of each node, which can be written as min-max of and max perform to move to the state of maximum value and min perform to move to state of minimum value. Then we have seen the different moves on the game tree. So I hope you can understand the procedure of min-max. Now I explained min-max algorithm in artificial intelligence. Min-max algorithm is a recursive or backtracking algorithm which is used in decision making and game theory. It provides an optimal moves for the players, assuming that opponents is also playing optimally. Min-max algorithm use recursive to search through the game tree. Min-max algorithm is mostly used for game playing in artificial intelligence such as chess, checkers, tic-tac-toe, Go, and various two-player games. These algorithms compute the min-max decision from the current states. In this algorithm, two players play the game. One is called max and another is called min. Both the players fights it as the opponent's player gets the minimum benefits while they get the maximum benefits. Both players of the game are opponent of each other, where max will select the maximized value and min will select the minimized value. The min-max algorithm performs a depth first search algorithm for the exploration of the complete game tree. The min-max algorithm produces all the way down to the terminal node of the tree, then backtrack the tree as the recursion. So I hope you can understand the min-max algorithm. Now I explain working of min-max algorithm. The working of min-max algorithm can be easily described using an example. We have taken an example of game tree, which is represented in two players game. In this example, there are two players. One is called maximizer and another called is minimizer. Maximizer will try to get the maximum possible score and minimizer will try to get the minimum possible score. This algorithm applies DFS. So, in this game tree, we have to go all the way through the leaves to the reach the terminal nodes. At the terminal node, the terminal value are given. So, we will compare those values and backtrack the tree until the initial state occurs. Now, we have seen the main steps involved in solving the two players game tree. So, in steps 1, we have said that in first steps, the algorithm generates the entire game tree and apply the utility function to get the utility value for the terminal states. In the tree diagram, let's take A is the initial state of the tree. Suppose maximizer take first turns which has worst case. So initial value is equal to minus infinity and maximizer will take next turn. Minimizer takes the next turn which has worst case. So that value is, initial value is plus infinity. Now, next step 2, say that first we find the utility value for the maximizer. Its initial value is minus infinity. So we will compare each value in initial state with the initial value of maximizer and determines the higher node values. It will find the maximums among the all. So for node D, we have find out that value. So max of -1, first value, second value is minus infinity. So maximum value is -1 and 4. So here we have see that for the D, we have the two value. First is -1 and next is minus infinity. So we have put 4 in place of minus infinity. So maximum value is 4 for the D. Now for node E, max for the 2 and minus infinity. We have find out the maximum value. So the maximum value for the initial states is minus infinity, which we have already described. So we have write the minus infinity here. Now next is we have put the next value 6 for that. So maximum value is 6 for the node of A. Now for node F, max functions -3 and minus infinity. -3 and minus infinity. Now we have put the 5. So answer is -3 for the maximum value. Now for node G, we have put 0 and minus infinity, we have put the 7 in place of the maximum value. So highest value or maximum value is 7. So this way we have find out the maximum value for the node E, D, E, F and G. Now in the next step 3, we have said that it is a turn off for minimizer. So it will compare all the nodes value with plus infinitive, and we will find the third layer for the node value. Now for the node B, we have the minimum value 4 and minimum value for the node B is 4 and 6. So we have selected minimum value, so answer is 4. Now for node C, we have the two value minus 3 and 7. We have selected minimum value, so answer is minus 3. So this way we have find out the value of node B and C. Now we have see the step number 4. Now it's a turn for maximizer, and it will again choose the maximum of all the nodes value and find the maximum value for the root node. In this game tree, there are only 4 layers, hence we reach immediately to the root node, but in real game there will be more than 4 layers. So for node A, we have applied the maximum. So we have the two value to reach to node A. One is the 4 and next is minus 3. We have select the maximum value. So answer is 4. So that was the completion workflow for the min-max 2 players game. I hope you can understand this min-max algorithm. So next is properties of min-max algorithm. So first is complete. So in min-max algorithm is complete, it will definitely find a solution if it is exists in the finite search tree. Next is optimal. So in min-max algorithm is optimal if both opponents are playing optimally. Next is time complexity. As it performed DFS for the game tree, so the time complexity of min-max algorithm is O of B raised to M, where B is branching factor of the game tree and M is maximum depth of the tree. Now space complexity. Space complexity of min-max algorithm is also similar to DFS, which is space complexity O is BM. Now next is limitation of the min-max algorithm. The main drawback of the min-max algorithm is that it gets really slow for complex game search in chess, Go or etc. game. These types of game has a huge branching factor and the players has lots of choice to decide. This limitation of the min-max algorithm can be improved from the alpha-beta pruning, which we have discussed in our next topic. So thank you friends watching this video. I hope you can understand all the concept of the game playing and min-max algorithm in game theory for artificial intelligence. Thank you.